Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of KuzilCraft. All right, so the end of the last episode was definitely long enough, and I've kind of changed my plans on what to do for this episode. I'm really excited about this episode because I've got something to show you. I decided to change how my power system was structured because this kept losing power. And I was thinking about it, and if I have enough pull on the system, let's say several episodes from now, I've got something that's so strong. Like, for example, let's say that I'm crafting a bunch of these at 25 million a pop, and I pull all the power out of my system, and then I don't have access to this anymore. Well, I decided to set um, my two passive generators to supply only this. So I've actually created another network, and that network is, I'm just naming refined storage. So I'm having my thermal generator and my furnator supply power to this. So what I'm doing then is I'm keeping an eye on the power usage of this compared to what those two are producing, and making sure that I'm producing more than this. And then I'm using the Powa reactor to power this, and this is still my Kazil's network because that's what I'm going to run all the rest of my power off of. The difference is I don't have a way of generating uraninite passively. I've set up my digital miner to I think it's over here somewhere, to just mine just uraninite, right? And so what I'll move it and then set it up, and then grab it, move it somewhere else, set it up, and that's just not that sustainable. I don't want to have to keep doing that. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna let that run, the uraninite, until it's out. In the meantime, I am running. I think I have a yellorium chicken and a uranium chicken, and there's a mod in this mod pack that uses both of those. Let's see, and it's called Extreme Reactors. So I'm like, okay, Extreme Reactors takes up a lot of space, so let's go ahead and start setting up what I would like to do for all of my power generation and storage. Do you remember that giant cavern that was down underneath and it had the pillars going up and down? I'm going to use that cavern to do something in the future, but between then and now, I've set this up and I've moved all my power over here. So what I've done is I've set up this thermal generator. It's passively doing 200 FE per tick. This one's doing 800, and we're using the ultimate universal cables, and this is just passive, right? This is going to always provide 1000 FE to my system no matter what. Well, over here, eventually this is going to run out of power. This isn't even at the max power because we haven't, we're pumping in regular ice instead of packed ice. So I would like to address that today as well, if we can. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to upgrade these to spirited. That's going to take a lot of power, but it's going to provide a lot of power too. Now, if I get to the point where this is consuming carbon faster than it's making it, right now that is not the case, then the next one up might, the diamond level one. But let's go back to the base, and let's go ahead and upgrade those. At least get it ready. So both of those are blazing. And the next tier up is going to be I forget what it's called. Niotic. Yeah. So Niotic is the next one, and I think I have blazing set up over here already. I do. So let's get the pattern for Niotic, and we'll get the pattern for spirited as well. So that's 300,000 FE for a single craft, and this one's going to be a million. Yeah. So we want to probably do a couple different. We definitely want to upgrade our power before we go to the spirited, I think. So now that we have those in there, we can go ahead and craft. We get the recipe for this going, and like let's see, this is gonna need like niotic capacitors, which is gonna take 4 of those, right? Do we have a space over here somewhere? Oh, we already have it. Oh no, why is that in here? That does not go in there. Let's I don't even remember doing that. Okay. And then let's see. So niotic is gonna be this plus that. So we can make all this already. So I can just have it make this, and then stick the thermal in there, and then the fernator, same thing with the niotic. All this is ready to go. Okay. Before we do that, I would like to do something called extreme reactors. Now, extreme reactors uses yellorium, and I think we're, like I said, yellorium. Yeah, we do have a yellorium chicken. So we can export yellorium or just use a yellorium chicken to fuel this thing, right? I'd like to use the one that we've already got. So like an exporter system would be best for me, I think. But let's put in the recipes for this. There's 2. There's the starter, and then there's the reinforced. So let's go ahead and start with the starter. The reactor casing is going to be graphite. So now this is a new thing that we've got to teach the system how to make. And this is just going to be coal in a furnace. That's going to be pretty easy. We'll just stick that over here. And this thing's going to crank those out super fast. Alright, the next thing, now that we can make the graphite, I think that I want that to be just regular sand. Good. Yeah, let's make that exact. And I do want the reactor casing, the reactor glass. That's definitely something that I want. Make sure that's the regular glass. And then we want the controller. I do have all of this ready to go. Nice. Good. And yes, let's use yellorium instead of uranium. Now, uranium can work in the reactors just the same as yellorium. So if you want to feed it uranium instead, just because it's uranium instead of yellorium, it doesn't matter. All right, so this is you want a fuel rod. Make sure that's glass and graphite. And then you want a control rod that goes at the top. I'll show you how to make all this stuff and what to do with it. But you want to make a control rod. You want to make a solid access port. And let's make sure this is the oak chest instead. For no reason other than I just want to keep it consistent. And let's see. Reactor active forge energy power tap, passive forge. I don't know which one of these to use. I definitely want a redstone port. Do I not know how to make a repeater? Okay, that's easy enough. Easy enough. Let's get another couple crafters. While that's working on that, we'll keep going. So let's do. I actually don't know the difference here. Let's make both, just to be safe. And we can just trash one. It's not like it's gonna be. I know that's wasteful, but I'm not exactly sure why there's a passive one and why there's an active one. All right. Oops. There we go. Put that back. Let's see. Reactor forge energy charging port. I don't think I need that. And I think that's it. So we've got a power tap. We have an access port. Do I have the reactor access port? Yeah. So we want 2 of these. We want, let's see. I'm going to make a basic one. basic sized one. Let's actually go over there and set it up over there, because I've got the refined storage transmitter over there. I made a second one and stuck it behind the wall here. So I had access to this, and then I put here, let's just go on the wall and I'll show you. And then I put a wireless transmitter, and then I put a network receiver over here, so that way it's just running off of the one system. That actually only added like 100 RF per tick required on my system, which is kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and craft reactor casing. We'll just craft a bunch of these. And now this room is a five tall room, and some of these reactors can get rather large. So there's plenty of room underneath us to dig down, and I think that's what I'm gonna do here a little bit, is dig down a little bit and put this down in the ground. So this is a 5x5 here, which is kind of nice, works out. This is the basic size of it. I'm just gonna go down 2. Now this would have fit on the surface because it's a 5 tall room, but I actually want access to the top, just in case. You actually really don't need to do this, but I want to do it. So I'm going to show you what the top looks like. All right, these are crafting kind of slow. All right, so the bottom does not have to be, I think it has to be solid. Okay, so that's 1, 2, let's see, how are we doing on this? 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so then I would have space to come up here and be on top. Okay, cool. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna fill in and have like a little window here. Let's see, let's grab those. For the fuel rods, I'm gonna put in, let's see, I'm gonna put in 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 of them. Let's see, reactor. So let's do 15 of these. I want a reactor controller. Missing sticks. I don't know how to make sticks. Wow, that's okay. Okay, and a whole stack. Great. I'll have to rectify that. We need to know how to make sticks. Okay, and then I want 5 of these. Now these control rods, or fuel rods rather, is where the yellorium's gonna go, and you don't want them really touching each other. It has to do with like the calculation for efficiency and stuff like that. I'm gonna put my access ports, let's see, over here on this side, after we get some more casings here. Let's put these on top. We'll make the redstone. Oh, did I not make the redstone? I thought I did. I want this, the redstone port. All right, let's go back and make that. Now what this is going to do is this is going to provide us a decent amount of power. Not as much as the Powa mod, but a decent amount. At the end game, the extreme reactors can be more than the Powa mod by quite a lot. Oh yeah, that's right. I made the repeater, but not the other. There we go. Ooh. So the goal in this episode is just to get our power squared away, right? I want to get the extreme reactor up and running, and then I want to get my other stuff upgraded. If I could get this dispirited, that would be fantastic. All right, let's put these control rods on top. There we go. Now these are actually, once we get them started, will... I'm just thinking, yeah, this will be fine. Once we get these started, we can actually control the output of this if we wanted to. I want to put the controller like right here in the middle, so let's get some more. I want 2 of these redstone controllers. This is going to automatically turn our machine on and off. And we ran out of these, huh? Okay. And then, of course, we're going to need a power tap. There we go. All right, let's craft 1 of each of these just because I don't know which one we're going to need. And then let's count how many more of these we're going to need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay. Let's see if I counted that right. Grab this other power tap, and I want some of that to be, once this is crafted, then I'm going to have to craft glass. So, alright, let's just start as that's crafting. We'll put this here, and I do want some, a water bucket, because as we build this, we're going to fill it with water as the coolant. Okay. We'll put the reactor controller on top of that and put another water bucket here. Okay. And then I suppose I could make that glass, right? Glass here so I could see the fuel. That works. As far as the access ports go, let's put those here and here, which means we're going to put these underneath. Okay, some more water. I love that there's a sink right next to me. Makes this easier. Okay. So we'll have glass here, and I want these up here like this on all the sides. This is just once you play with this a little bit, you'll be able to find out what you can and can't do. Sometimes you'll use a solid block like diamond block to be a coolant. Sometimes you'll use something else. So let's put the power tap here, I guess. That works. Now I'm gonna have to be quick with the water for that one, and over here. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. So we'll try this power tap first, and if this doesn't work, we'll try the other one. But as far as the redstone goes, this is going to control our reactor, turn it on and off, and I'll show you how to use that in a little bit. So I'll put another reactor casing here. Water behind it. Now these are big multi-block systems, and they all do different things, but yeah, I can't mess with it yet. All right, so let's put this up here, and then we'll turn the rest into glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, no, I want those. 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I need 13 reactor glasses. And that's going to use this, so it's going to have to make some more. Oh, that's pretty quick. All right, let's get our water ready, and we're gonna go quick. Ha, got it. I'll do that again over here. Okay. And again over here. All right. So once we get these other glass put in here, this should be a working reactor. Okay, those are in, those are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yes, okay, it worked. All right, so let's run the reactor casing invalid for reactor's caser. What? So 17, 77, negative 830, 893. So let's get to 17 first. That's here. 77 is down. 893. That's here. So if you get that message, this one isn't right. So we'll take that out, put it back down. No messages. Good. All right, now this should work. Okay, so yeah, if you get that message, it'll tell you which coordinate it is and it'll highlight it. So just go in there and change it. Be careful not to put copper in here because in the current version of Minecraft, copper changes. Just do something else. Okay, so I'm going to have this as an input. You can tell by the direction of the arrows, this is going in. And then if I switch this one to an outlet, the arrows are moving out. So I'm actually going to run underground here. That should be the wall there. And I'll come up here, right? Ha! Great. So let's run cable all the way from there to here. Because I want to export the yellorium that I already have. I don't want to use another chicken to do that. Why is that not crafting more? I will check on it in a moment. Alright, and we'll just come across like this. Yeah, why isn't that crafting? There we go. Maybe I just did one craft. Alright, so come up like this, and then we're going to do an importer and an exporter. Importer is going to go on the outlet, and the exporter is going to go on the inlet. Okay. And we can just set this here and just leave it because this is going to import anything that comes into here. Now what's going to happen is you're going to inject either uranium, or not uraninite, uranium or yellorium, and you're going to get plutonium or something cyanide or something like that as a byproduct. It's not radioactive or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. And then of course we're going to take the yellorium from our system and we're going to export it here. Now if we come over to the controller, we're going to see that fuel is starting to go up. So it's actually putting yellorium into the system here, and it's going up. So passive forge tab, I think that's the one we want. So let's see here. So our fuel is filling up, and as you can see, the levels are going up here like this, and it's off, right? Okay, these machines will not blow up, so do not worry about it. And one of the things that I want to do, and one of the reasons why I wanted to put this down into the ground a little bit, is because we need to use redstone to turn this thing on and off. Now how that's going to work is, it's very simple. So this is going to be my control. I'm going to say when energy is below 50%, output a redstone signal, right? And then I want this to turn on with a signal. So now what that's going to do is it's going to turn this machine on. It's going to when energy is below 50%, and then when it's above 50%, it's going to stop giving a redstone signal, and it's going to turn off. So let's go over that again because I did that kind of quick. Energy stored, click on this. Active when below, so just use these arrows here to switch between them. Tap in your 50% or whatever, 75%, whatever you want to do. I'll explain why I do 50% here in a minute. And then over here, you want this to be on, click on, off, set from signal. Okay, now you can change this, you can play with it, you can do inverse if you want. But the reason I do 50% is because you see this went up to 73%. It turned off at 50%, but because there was still heat and there was still reactions going on, it still produced more power. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to our power system. So let's grab a universal cable, and yes, we're going to use these crazy ones because we can. This got a craft. So that's it. So we have the power going in, we have the power coming out, and let's see if we can tell how much power this thing produces. Well, I don't think we will know until we need it. So we'll put these universal cables down, and it's going to have like several million, so it'll drain all this really quick, and then we can see how much power this produces per tick. Now this, I am connecting this to the there we go, refined storage, because this is going to help us with our power. All right, oh, that was quick. All right, that filled up immediately. All right, this should be turning on. Is this draining power at all? I just pulled all the power out of this battery into these cables. So that's going up, but there's no power coming out of here. So let's grab the this and swap this out. Okay, yeah, that worked. All right, so this is producing. How do we tell how much power this is producing? Oh, right here. 3.2, so 3,260 FE per tick. And you definitely want to use the active, not the passive. The passive didn't work. All right, this should be filling this cable up rather quickly, because this is at 200, this is at 800, and this is at 3,000. So right now, this is the most powerful. And this is probably all we'll need to keep, between these three things, we'll probably be able to keep refined storage going for the rest of the time we're playing. And we'll just add a bigger system over here to kind of show you what the reinforced extreme reactors can do. So 3.26 FE per tick is pretty powerful, and again, these are not going to blow up, so don't worry. It's just going to consume your fuel faster. If you look at your efficiency rate down here, we're actually it's not too bad. Burnup rate is 1.1 millibucket per tick, so every second we're going through two ingots maybe, which isn't bad. I don't think that's bad. But you can see, look at the waste here. The waste is going up in millibuckets, and when that gets to 1,000 millibuckets, it'll output. Oh no, that's not right. So it's not 2 ingots. It's like one bucket. 1,000 millibuckets. Anyway, my math is crap right now. Sorry. So basically, this is times 2. Yeah. It's at 20. So this will be 2 ingots a second or something like that. But it's actually not doing too bad, and this will actually cool off rather quickly once we get this full. Now that's the thing that is confusing to me, why it's pulling out of here to go into here. Let's actually fix that. There's something I need to make called a configurator, and you don't need to make 2 of these. You just need to make 1. So don't need to put a recipe in for it or anything. And let's go ahead and charge this. Yeah, it's charging. Okay, so then switch this to... So do I have a mode already selected? What is that? Oh, okay. So we're gonna go to energy. I don't know. That's number 6 on my keypad. I don't know what that is. And we're going to shift right click on this to say push, right? And that's gonna push power from the cable into here always. So it's never gonna draw power from our cell back into the cabling. And if we wanted to be extra cool about it, we could move this to pull, right? It's gonna pull from here, sort of like what we do with this, but with mechanism. So now energy will, I mean, it's not like you could put energy back into here anyway, but it's a clear example of we're pulling energy from here. Let's get rid of this. We're pulling energy from our generators, and we're pushing it into here. So this is going to fill up first, and then the cable's going to fill up, and then this is going to fill up. Now when this is 50%, this should turn off automatically because of our settings. It did. That's beautiful. All right. So now we have a passive system for our refined storage, and it's quite powerful. All right, let's upgrade these to spirited and see how this works with our chicken. I have a feeling we're going to, let's just, since our reactor is strong enough, just go ahead and pick these up. I have a feeling we will not be able to keep up. Let me put this configurator away. I love that personal charger from Powa mod. That is the coolest thing, because I'm always full on power. That's great. Look at that, 800,000, just always full. And you know what? We may next episode we may go ahead and upgrade our backpack too. But let's go ahead and do the niotic at least. So I want 4 niotic capacitors. I hit cancel. Okay, now that's good. That should make this work over here. One diamond at a time. It's gonna be 300,000 FE per craft. That should be pulling out of here pretty strong. I mean, we got millions of FE stored, so I'm not super concerned about it. And you see this is actually crafting rather quickly because we've got 3 of these things over here. And if you wanted to upgrade all these to blazing, you could. Or if you want to upgrade them all to spirited, that's totally fine. At some point in the next several episodes, we're going to go over how to start the bees. Bees are the next thing I want to get into. They're very strong. They take a lot of times, which is why I want to start them next. Mystical agriculture is super powerful, so I'm going to wait to do that last. And I want to have a lot of automation in it by the time we do that. So, man, how many more of these we got? 1 more? Okay. That's wild. All right. Let's craft 2 of these. And let's see if we can get into this to the niotic. No, I'm going to need, what, 5 there and 5 there. So let's make 10 more of these. And as soon as we get 5... Oh, is it not done crafting this? I thought I asked it to do 4, didn't I? Why did it only make 2? That's very... Oh, because I have them down here. Alright, let's do the Fernator first. Fernator to niotic. Oh, yeah, we need 2 of these. Let's make 4 of those because we're gonna upgrade to the spirited. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. Do I not have the spirited capacitor recipe? No. Doesn't look like it, right? Come in here to Powa. No. Alright, let's fix that. Okay. Try again. So, niotic fernator. There we go. And then a niotic thermal generator. Great. Now let's go ahead and do the spirited. And this is really where the power drain is going to be, right? Because this is 1 million each. So this right here is going to cost me 16 million. I don't think I have that kind of power, do I? Oh yeah, yeah. I sure do. It's just stored in the tubes and the pipes. And then I also want 10 of the spirited after that. No, just 6. Okay. Do want 2 more of these. This is gonna go much slower because this is 1 million FE. Now the other one, what is the last one called? Nitro takes 25 million or something crazy like that. 20 million. That's nuts. But it gives you 16 of them. You see that? Whereas each of the rest of these give you just 1. So technically making 16 of these would be 16 million. That would be almost as expensive as this. But you get another star. You have to use another star. You have to get these block of blazing crystal, which each cost their own power. Yeah, I'm surprised these aren't like a block of spirited and a block of something else. It's crazy. This is going to take a minute because I actually want to do 6 of these. Yeah. Alright, so what are the power differences? So we're going to go from 800 FE per tick. Right now it's at 2,000. That's pretty good. And then 8,000. So this spirited fernator is going to do more than the basic extreme reactor. And then this one's going to go from 400 FE per tick. No, right now it's 200 up to 800. So this is going the thermal generator, spirited thermal generator, is as good as the blazing fernator. But again, all it's doing is consuming water, which we're producing tons of. So I think between the two, so it'll be what, 5,000 FE per tick. So I think that'll be good for this probably for a while. That'll just let us make it so that we don't have to worry about refined storage power at all. And then we can upgrade to or just create a spirited reactor and get that set up. I'll probably do all that off camera. But anyway, I think that's going to be it. We're just going to let this continue crafting. I'll get these set up back over there. The chicken will likely not be able to keep up with the fernator, so I'll get a second one going. And yeah, it'd be pretty easy. I'll probably use just one. I'll probably just use one botany pot over there and just make a second roost and a second chicken, and do all that. So we'll be able to provide it with enough coal to keep it running because it's gonna pop through them pretty quick. Oop, did I grab that? I didn't mean to grab that. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know if you have any questions about any of that. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.